All right, fight fans, welcome back. That first series was a blitzkrieg, ended in less than an hour. Both games out of the way. Hopefully this can be the main event and can deliver the kind of action that we are accustomed to seeing on Sunday Night Fights. I'm here with my co-caster Yoink. This is AmiPolizeiFunk. We're about ready to get into Sepha and Symbiosis. This is pretty hot. I mean, Symbi has been winning tournaments left and right. He kind of got crushed last week by Armstrong, but perhaps that's put more fuel into his fire. And Sepha is just a favorite of the co-community. He was streaming his games earlier versus Marinez. We still have never eclipsed the concurrent viewer mark that we set when Sepha played to the 5th ace game against Freestyle last season. That's 875 concurrent viewers we had. And I am looking forward to the show this season. When we break it, we're gonna break it, right, guys? So tell your friends, spread the word. Come register on co2.org. That is the new home of Sunday Night Fights. And Yoink, the new website, first 2 weeks, pretty crazy the activity. Have you looked at some of the numbers over there or seen some of the threads?
Yeah, it's great. Clearly, our fans know that co2.org is where they want to be for all information for both COH1 and Co2. I mean, look, Company of Heroes, that website is companyofheroes2.org is your source for everything Company of Heroes related. We don't deal with any other games. We only deal with this, our favorite game. So it's clear our fans know that's where they want to go for all the best discussion, strategies, and replays.
Let me just throw some figures down into the record books. We have now officially been up for exactly 2 weeks, and we have 530 registered members and 8,260 posts. So thank you guys for your activity. I think co2.org is going to be a warm and fuzzy place to be, and it's just going to get better and better and better when we get this beta and this sequel. Yes, so if you're not registered yet, now's the time. Get in there, join the discussion. The VODs for tonight's episodes of Sunday Night Fights will be up on YouTube and posted on a thread there tomorrow morning by our man Marco, our marketing director in charge of social media. Can't wait to start integrating some share and like buttons and stuff in the website. We've got so many improvements on our drawing board that we just can't wait to implement all that stuff for you guys. So, but right now, it's all about this second series. This is the top half of the bracket. Can Symbi make it back to the main stage and fight in his second contender bout in a row? Or will Sepha, the veteran, sort of come out of nowhere? Well, Sepha never comes out of nowhere, but can he upset Symbi? I gotta say that Symbi's favored here. I mean, he is the incumbent. You know, he might have lost last week to Armstrong, but he is the man to beat. Do you think Sepha can do it? Yoink.
Look, these are two titans of this game, clearly, on a map that is tried and true as one of the most competitive maps in this game. I really don't know. It's 50-50. Look, I know you like Symbi, and he's a great player, but Sepha, he's a pioneer of strategies. I mean, you never know what this guy is going to pull out of his hat. He might show a new strategy, you know, 6 years into this game being built. He might blow up with something here that no one has ever seen before. It's possible. It's happened before on Sunday Night Fights, and we might see it in this game.
All right, well, I get the pleasure of following Sepha's allies in the north, and for the first time in Sunday Night Fights Season 4, we get to see Michi's Langre. They have vetoed the other maps, and we get Langre for the first time. So I'm excited about that. NTD is in game. Yoink, are you ready to get this started?
I am ready. I'm paused at 5 seconds.
Yo, I'm pretty pissed off at your monkeys, dude, because, you know, I set up my bass drum, my snare drum and my son's cymbals, and I'm like ready to give you a proper drum roll. Little nod to Seph there. But these monkeys got to get, you know, the sawdust out of their butts or whatever the hell's going on. I want to give away some keys. I think we should try to give away 3 at the end of this show if we can. So, go ahead.
Let me just say, we will be giving away 3 at the end of this match, and one of the monkeys has already paid the ultimate price for their failure.
Oh my goodness, that's really sad. Moment of silence.
That's how we roll with the monkey team.
All right, well, enough of that. The silence is over. Let's get ready to rumble! This is Sunday Night Fights Season 4. We got Sepha and Symbiosis. It's all S's around here. We're paused at 5 seconds. We're going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're off.
All right, so I will be following Symbiosis in the north with Americans. If that's cool with you, you follow Sepha in the south with his Wehrmacht.
All right, you are. Yes. I am following Sepha in the south, Wehrmacht. Yes, I have flashbacks of Tourney 12. I think that now his Folks sniper will be put on the shelf and we'll see a different build. A lot of chatting going on between Sepha and Alliage. Okay. But those aren't... Alliage is not in this game. I guess Sepha started after Alliage had already finished getting his face stomped by the Portuguese Kid Wonder. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the fight card pick of Devem to see if he's grown any in the past year.
Point is ours.
Yeah, that will be interesting to see. I think that definitely Alliage was just giving, you know, Sepha a little bit of a warning, like, hey, this guy just, you know, he kicked my ass, and, you know, good luck with your game. I think that's what happened.
Well, what guy? I mean, he played against Devem, and this is against him.
Right, I
so
know.
I don't know. All right. So we do have Volks first out of Sepha's Wehrmacht. Now, a lot of people say that this is a good map for Wehrmacht because they can kind of set up in the center and the hedgerow, how the roads create a little Y there. They can get a nice position for some kind of potential bunker in there. It's a good place for mines. Let's see what kind of strat Sepha will play.
Well, I'll tell you, Symbiosis is pumping a Jeep out of his barracks, and he is neglected to not cap that munitions point by his base, instead opting to push deeper into the middle territories. And now we're seeing our first engagement. Rifleman taking that green cover hay bale, that all-important green cover hay bale in the early part of the game for some long-range action against the Volksgrenadiers. Of course, we all know Volksgrenadiers do better at range, but against Rifleman and green cover, it's a little bit more of an even matchup.
And we do have that second Volks. We're 2/3 of the way to the classic Sepha build. Maybe he's gonna, you know, dust one off for our SNF here. Special moment. Those Volks are clumping up by a small hedge by the... Whoa, they're crossing the red cover road. It is a 2-on-1. This Jeep, I don't think, will be able to sway the battle. He's going to try to come in here and push these guys around. The Volks are focusing on the rifles. And, wow, these rifles are standing up well against all this firepower. I'm a bit impressed.
Well, you know, God, look at this Jeep. Look at how far away it's pushed the Volk squad. It's pushed the Volk squad almost into another sector. Wow, but it looks like Sepha was able to get what he wanted to do, and that's push the Americans out of this area with only really one loss. Look, only one Volksgrenadiers went down.
Yeah, that was such a long engagement and so few deaths. Now Sepha's wired the north side of these hedgerows to sort of take the green cover away from his opponent. Sepha's got next rifle squad coming out, but I mean, Sepha can't keep fighting one Jeep and one rifle against two Volk squads. I mean, maybe he can. The Volks are a bit hurt now. Let's see how this one goes.
Well, I think that both of these men have so much adrenaline and just skill level flowing through them right now. You can tell right after that first engagement, Sepha went right to wiring those green hay bales, and now it looks like Symbiosis just came right back into the match with that same Jeep and a different rifle squad. I mean, these men are not willing to give an inch at all to either one of them in this early part of the game.
We're losing a point out there.
Some early mines from Sepha up by the house on the left in case some flamers come in through there. They're placed a bit to the left of that gap. I wonder if units coming around that house would miss them entirely. You know, that could be important if some flamers come in that way to flank. Sepha's going to get chased off. He's going to get his fuel harassed there by some engineers on the left-hand side. And Symbi's map control is looking pretty darn good. Oh, look, fancy this. Look at this. Folks sniper. Wow. I didn't expect to see this. Yeah, I mean, Seth has been saying that this build is like seen its day. I really am shocked that he's busting it out now. Maybe this is just, you know, like a special treat for us.
Okay, you gotta love it too. The sniper just took a shot and connected with the Jeep. That's just, I don't know if that's just poetic or whatever, but Sepha just took a shot at the Jeep. I love it.
Man, I can remember doing I was doing some animation for an interview of Sepha after Tourney 12, and one of the great screenshots that I used was like this Jeep just all up on top of the sniper. Pretty much what we're seeing right now. This is exactly what I'm talking about. A screenshot in the making. Sniper trying to uncloak microwave. Man, he's doing great, not taking damage. He sneaks behind the hedgerow, picks off an engineer. The Jeep has to squirt out. It's at very low health. Bars popped super early, well, 5 minutes 20, and these bars are suppressed by that MG who arrived in the nick of time. More mines coming down. It looks to me like Sepha's feeling good with his micro. He's getting units there in time. That micro with the sniper was impressive. Look how little damage that sniper took and how little health he lost. Now let's see, these two mines from Sepha and this one mine right in the center from Symbi are going to play a large role in the middle game. That's my prediction.
Yeah, you know what? Here's what I like so far with this. You know, the map control, unfortunately, for Sepha has fallen to Symbiosis at this point. I see a lot of American territories. But, you know, the tactical engagements between both these men have been pretty 50-50. I can't say that either one of them has had either a resounding victory or defeat so far. You know, they've managed to keep their squads alive. There's been a lot of damage. And that sniper, while Symbiosis did try and make a pretty valiant attempt at taking it out, wasn't successful. So, you know, it's still anybody's game. I don't think that map control is quite necessarily a true indicator of how well this game is going right now. I think that Sepha could bounce back very easily.
Interesting that Symbi spent his first little bit of fuel on a triage center to heal up all those rifles. What's he looking like on fuel right now?
He's got 58 in the bank and a plus 27 income. So, you know, he's already in a position to build a supply yard if he wanted to after buying those bars, but something tells me he's got something else in mind.
Wow, my eyes just almost popped out of my head. A second sniper from Sepha is now on the field.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
It looks like there will be no weapon support center from Symbiosis. He's doubling down on either Tier 3 or Tier 4 and his ability to take care of these snipers with a Jeep because he is putting a supply yard up.
All right, we got to name these guys, these twin brothers here. Should they be called Franz and Hans?
Hans and Franz, I like that. That's good.
Okay, I got Hans on hotkey 2. He's got 7. That's the first of the twins that came out of, and I got Franz on hotkey 1. He doesn't have any kills yet. Little junior bro there. But they are twin brothers, and let's see what kind of influence they can have on Longra running around uncloaked against these barred up rifles. Bing bing, 2 kills in the bag.
Well, this is where, you know, Sepha can really do some serious damage. We all know that his sniper micro is top-notch. It's clear that he's kept himself in shape, doing a little bit of working out, going to the gym, lifting weights with his snipers. So he knows how to move them, that's for sure. But Symbiosis, he's no slouch with that Jeep. I mean, he's running around. It's already got Vet 1, 6 kills. So this is going to be kind of a, like I had said before, it's a test between two Titans. These guys are good. And here we got more engagements here right around this VP point. Understrength Volks Grenadiers clearly not in a position to fight these rifles, but what they're going to do is just keep them busy while these snipers, man, just doing work.
2 sniper builds. I was watching the COH Japan community. Shout out to you guys if you're rebroadcasting SNF right now, as they like to do. They shoutcast in Japanese to Japanese COH fans. I was watching a stream of theirs the other day. They're running a tournament right now, and at one point on the field there were like 4 snipers versus 3 snipers. It was just a bloodbath.
Your head must have exploded. I mean, we all know how much you love sniper battles. That must have been probably too much to follow.
Yeah, that was something different, because they would just, like, all open fire at once. Like, the first one would kill one, and then the second one would kill the other, and then the third one, like, all in one barrage, you know, like, ba-ding, ba-ding, bing, bing. And this Jeep is narrowly missing a sort of Bermuda Triangle of mines that Sepha has laid around that position. Sepha's got a medic bunker up. It's got 1 body in there already. Look at these snipers, they're just showing themselves to the Jeep saying, come on. And look at Symbi in the chat. He, too obvious, not going to take the bait, knowing there would be a mine there, and content to sit and pick off medics.
Dude, that is so meta. That's how these two players, they're like Neo with the Matrix. They can see through the code and see exactly what their opponent is trying to do.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun what's going on here. The Jeep's going to get a little top up. He's got 10 kills. He might need a name. Here, let's name the American. Yoink, you can do the honors and name the Jeep.
Let's call the Jeep Ford. I like that. It'll be Ford. It'll be a joke.
Wonderful name.
Ford
okay,
the Jeep.
So Ford and Hans and Franz, mortal enemies. I don't know who tripped that mine over there. I can see the blast radius. But now we have an even bigger fish. This half-track says, get away, you pesky Jeep, and look at the damage that it does from its mounted gun.
All right, so here we've got, looks like from Symbiosis' base, though, an interesting pick. We got an M8 coming out, even though he knows now, he sees that Tier 2 has been built by Sepha, so he knows there's going to be Pak-38s out there. Doesn't matter, he's just pulled an M8 out of his base, and he has enough munition to put side skirts on it.
What are your orders? Hans has 11, and Franz has 6.
Here comes this M8 now. It's going to be moving to the north side of the field. It's going to start doing some damage on these Volksgrenadiers.
Fully, let's see, he's got his skirts now. I wonder if he's going to get the gun as well. That could help chasing down snipers. Or has he got the gun already, but the gunner's dead?
The gun is 1 munitions point away from being able to be purchased. So as soon as he gets into territory, he can probably buy it. He's got enough now.
All right, we still got the Jeep working around on the right-hand side, and he's very close to some mines. He just went around 2 mines. Man, this Jeep is very brave. He's gone behind the MG now. I don't know how much damage he can get done there. Some Volks are squirting back over to deal with it. The M8 is content to mess with these capping Volks who are standing practically on top of a mine, which is a bit strangely placed by Symbiosis. But I have to imagine that this M8 could push him into the mine, but then he would risk getting hurt himself. Here come the Grenadiers to lay in some Shreks. They're looking right at the tail end of that Greyhound. Greyhound nicely dodges the first Shrek shot. These Volks are still standing next to this mine. I can't take my eye off this action on the left. They send a Panzerfaust in. Could it be that they do not trip this thing? I would not believe it. How have they not tripped it yet? I don't even know what's going on in the center. Here comes some Bars in support to try to back off those Grenadiers as they try to chase the Greyhound. Greyhound's out at about 60% health. Grenadier nade completely misses. Symbi just walks forward, and the Grenadier nade is an air ball. And it looks like those Grenadiers are chased off, and the M8 is clear to go back to work. The Volks are very fortunate. They trip the mine on retreat. That's a good way to take mines out. Just to sort of kick them on your way out of there. And I got to take a breath, huh, Yoink?
That was pretty intense. You know what? That entire time you were looking at that engagement there in the north part of that by that fuel, there was an engagement in the south that these two men were fighting by the hedgerow in the medic bunker, where a machine-gunned up half-track was just shooting at some riflemen down there. But what I like about that northern engagement that you were commenting on was that, you know, the Volksgrenadiers fired a Faust at that M8, and a lot of people would think, well, what a waste. You know, why would you do that? Because it's clear you're not going to be able to destroy that M8. But it did the job by forcing the M8 off of the fuel point so that the Volksgrenadiers could ultimately cap it, which is what you know, Sepha wanted. So now he's finally got that good fuel income, and it was worth the trade for him. So that's a pro play as usual from Sepha there. Symbiosis has gone with infantry company and gone with the right side, and he's got off-map artillery now ready to go.
So Symbi builds a sniper. He takes out a Pio that was capping the center VP, and the M8 finishes the job. He got a squad annihilation, but now Sepha, Hans, and Franz, who have 20 between them, know exactly where Symbi's sniper resides.
At some point we missed it. I think Ford died. He's off the map somewhere. I didn't quite see where that happened.
Oh, Ford!
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. But you know what? His big brother M8 is now upgunned and ready to do some serious damage, floating at maximum range just outside of Wehrmacht forces, where this M8 is just going to maximize potential.
Does anybody know which American company produced the M8? I would love to give him a proper name, but until we know for sure, we just got to get Imperial Dane in the chat. He seems to be a reservoir of facts. Was made by Jeep, perhaps? Let's name the M8
sure.
Jeep. Let's call him Chrysler.
No, yeah,
I like that. That's what I wanted to call him originally. I can't call.
Why don't we call him General Motors? How about that?
Oh, now we've got 3 names. Now it's a roulette wheel. Jeep, General Motors, or Chrysler. He wears many flags.
Germans are seizing territory from us. Artillery support is now available.
Oh, we're seeing it. Looks like Sepha has decided to stake his flag in the center around this medic bunker. Did he go defensive? Is that what he picked?
I thought he might have, the way he's huddled up around it, but they're actually reinforcing off of the half-track. Sepha has gone right side of terror. He has unlocked Inspired Assault and Firestorm. I don't have any clue why he doesn't have the ammo. I mean, he's been spending it on Shreks and spamming mines like a beast, so why he would go right side of terror, I have no clue.
Oh, here comes our first
look at Hands and
off-map
Friends.
artillery.
Oh my god, they're running away uncloaked! Oh, the sniper, American sniper, wanted to take a shot at him, but he did not get to squeeze the trigger.
Oh man, I don't even think Symbi's revealed his sniper. Oh yeah, he did. He did reveal his sniper. He did take a shot at those pioneers.
They know clearly where he is. Those grenadiers were running after him, trying to light him up, and Symbi is retreating over his own mine there. A very smart tactic. This has become just a very tense, sort of static front line now. There goes Symbi. He knew he was out of range of Sepha's sniper, so he takes a pot shot at one of those Grens. And here, finally, we see the first on-map howitzer barrage coming in at that bunker point.
Yeah, now this is going to be something for Sepha to deal with. That howitzer is safely tucked back behind that MG in the base, so it's going to be out of reach for right now. Sepha's got to find a way to somehow re-engage his center on this bunker, because he's not going to be able to cluster his guys around it like he has been for the first 16 minutes of this game.
Well, these flamers get to lay in a barrage on their retreating Hens and Friends, but I don't think they'll get either of them. The M8 might have better luck. Chrysler has now got 6 kills and 2 stripes of 14 kills, I'm sorry, and 2 stripes of fed. Whoa! These snipers are getting hung up. I don't know on what. And this M8, he almost got to take a shot at him, but now he's going to have to go that the Grens are there.
Oh boy, Sepha's going to have to worry about this M8. I mean, General Motors, if he gets that 3rd stripe of vet, he becomes like a NASCAR vehicle. I mean, this guy could race around the field at top speed.
Yeah, you know, Jeep has 14 kills already, and with that gunner on top, he could really wreak some havoc. Nothing better than watching a top player micro a light vehicle.
Indeed, indeed.
So Hans and Franz, 18 and 13. That's 31 between them. I can add.
Rifleman went right into a mine. Had to get the heck out of there.
We've upped the
Pretty
ante.
nice VP
Production
management
now
by Symbiosis. These Grens might hit a mine. We got more on map coming in. Symbi's got all 3 VPs in his favor. That might be something Seph wants to deal with as soon as possible. Oh, loses an entire Volk squad at that plus 16 ammo. Ouch.
Yeah, that's not good. And you know what? I think maybe we have a little bit of VP desperation from Sepha. He's capping with an MG42.
Troops can now make
I'm sorry, but the Franz is going to be Hans is going to be very upset because his older brother Franz just got shot in the face.
Oh man, American sniper. Oh, it looks like we're going to get it again. A little more action.
Sepha's got to be super careful now. If he loses 2 Vera snipers to 1 U.S. sniper, I don't think he'll ever forgive himself.
Well, we're still seeing action here with this M8. You know, General Motors here is just floating around maximum range. These Grenadiers and Volks Grenadiers just trying to keep them off the fuel, but over by the, I think I hear combat somewhere else. Where am I hearing that? I'm hearing bar action firing somewhere.
Dude, in the center, these bars are fighting the SDKFZ, and these 2 snipers are just watching the show. Uh-oh, if these rifles light up this cipher, this could be horrible for Sepha. He decloaks for a second to run away. He does not know that Symbi sniper is there, and a mine takes out the entire rifle squad.
Oh, man. That mine has been there for like the first couple of minutes of the game, and it's just, oh boy, it's just forever.
I mean, that's the one that Symbi was like, so obvious about, right? That's funny. That's what he gets for talking smack, right? It'll get you later when you don't think about it, when the action's hot and you forget about it.
Wiped out a whole rifle squad, and now it looks like we got
it. His sniper is right inside. Oh, he retreats. The sniper priority gets away. The MG is going to get plucked once by the sniper. Oh, no! And then a horrible shot, a horrible late round from the off-map shoot destroys the MG. I really thought that they were going to get away in good shape, but the combo snipe shell action puts them in their graves. We now have double vet infantry fighting in the northwest. These are double vet grenadiers taking on barred rifles. It's going to be a tough fight. It's 6-on-3. You'd think the bars would win this.
Well, you know, bars, it's, you know, I do think that, you know what, the rules state, the book says that against double vet grenadiers, barred rifles do lose. But I don't know if that is the case.
Only 3 of them. It only took 3 of them to chase off 6 riflemen. They just stood there, hung out with their Shrek. It's not even anti-infantry weapon. Those double vet grenadiers just hung out. And Sepha's starting to build a bit of an army here. He's moving in. He's got now a Stug in the center. The second of the twins, Franz, is still alive. But here comes an M18 Hellcat onto the field, and we are seeing the kind of action that we were looking for in that first series here on Sunday Night Fights.
That's right. Now we're progressing through all the tiers. Somehow Symbiosis did manage to sneak up a tank depot in his base, and that M8 is now doing work on that medic bunker. So we're going to see the complete collapse of that sort of front for Sepha. I think he abandoned it a while ago, even when he saw that on-map artillery start coming down on him. So now we've got Symbiosis is going to start microing 2 pieces of vehicle power. This M8, which of course continues to do work, and now this M18, we're going to see what he's able to do against the Stug here right in the center.
This is tough, man. The M18 is taking on the Stug in the center. The Jeep is taking on the Grenadiers up on the left, and sneaks out of there, almost dead. Grenadiers have to leave now. The bars are there. Chrysler is going to get repaired. So I hope he just stays alive for as long as possible. I'm wondering, this on-map artillery, I wonder if Seph's going to try to deal with it. He now has 200 ammo. That's plenty for a Firestorm. A Firestorm is guaranteed to clear a Howie, but not guaranteed necessarily to eliminate the vehicle. So let's see if Seph tries to get in there. He would need to build a bike or something, because he's got nothing that could even give him Viz in there right now. Maybe he could sneak the Stug up, but I doubt it. It's such a minefield in the center.
Yeah, also, I just think that clearing the Howie without destroying the vehicle itself, the gun itself, is kind of a waste, because you'll spend, you know, what is it, all that for the Firestorm, and then, you know, you can just man it with 3 riflemen and just, you know, that's it. So
exactly. And it gets instantly remanned, and Symbi's tucked it really nicely behind, like, the machine gun emplacement and his HQ, and I don't know if those fuel barrels blow up, but it could be dramatic. He's got it really tucked into the corner there.
You know what would do the job? I would say taking those yeah, that would do the job. But those Shrek Grenadiers, popping them into the half-track, running them back there, jumping them out and killing it. I've seen that happen before.
Yeah, maybe, but that half-track, I mean, if it hits a mine, then that's a dead half-track. The M18 is just sitting there cloaked, you know how tanks can disappear and all, in the middle of the farmlands, just waiting for Sepha to try something like that. Not to mention, you're going to get the Greyhound running back to push that thing around. Here comes the Howie shooting again. I would love to see a V1 go in there. Sepha's got 3 CPs, so I think he's, you know, a quarter of a, or sort of 3/4 of a CP away from unlocking V1.
Oh, we missed a counter snipe in the center.
Attaboy, Franz! Avenge your brother. Attaboy. Now, this Puma, this is the unit that Sepha needed to engineer some kind of attack on that howitzer position.
Yeah, he could run in there with that if he did, like you said, if he did use that V1, that would be the perfect combo right there. Here comes this M18, though, now looking for some action, looking for that Puma. Instead comes face-to-face with the Stug. I think that the front armor of the Stug is superior to the M18 in every way, so this head-to-head matchup is not going to go well for Symbiosis. He realizes that, pulls it back a little bit.
This
but
Hellcat does not want to be part of this. There is a pack sneaking up who is defended by this Puma. Sepha is looking like the Sepha of old. We've seen so many classic replays by our British representative here, one of the fathers of this game and this community. And I just love seeing the way his pieces are set up now on the map. It just reminds me of so many classic Sepha games.
Yeah, and you know what? Look at how even the map is. I mean, basically, we're looking at 50-50. If it wasn't for the VP control, I'd say these two players, 24 minutes into the game, are almost perfectly even. Sepha's got to catch up a little bit on VPs, but otherwise, he's doing just fine. Now we're seeing an engagement here in the north by that fuel point that Sepha fought so hard to take earlier in the game. He's got MP44s, or excuse me, MP40s going up against just the wrong amount of American forces up there. Those folks had to retreat.
This on-map howitzer has finally whittled away and destroyed the bunker in the center. And yeah, you know, Sepha's down. Ooh, great grenadier there, nade. Kills 4 rifles. It's time for Sepha to at least white that center VP.
Yeah, he needs to do that. Real quick, let's do a time sync at 25, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And now look at that third stripe event on the M8! Oh man, this thing can race around the field at top speed.
That is sexy. What a beautiful unit. 23 infantry kills. The Shreks, look at that. It just laughs at them. They land short at its feet and it squirts away. There are 2 squads of engineers that are tasked to keep that M8 in tip-top condition, and I'm loving the way Symbi is microing these vehicles. Ooh, okay, finally these rifles up in the left are outmatched. It's a Stug and 2 Grenadier squads. Symbi should just run from that engagement immediately.
Yeah, they're vet 1, so they're going to stand up for a little bit, but you know, ultimately, I think that they're going to... Wow! Oh my gosh, decimating that Grenadier squad. Jeez, they did a good job of that. Focus fire.
Doesn't
bars.
Symbi have a sniper somewhere on the map? Didn't he rebuild it? Oh, look at him! The snipers are like 2 ships crossing in the night. Symbi's sniper is actually behind it. They're both on close. They're looking at each other, and Symbi gets the knife kill. Just jabs it in his jugular and twists it around a little bit.
Oh man, that must have hurt Sepha right there. You know, because that comes down to just a one moment. You just pray that your sniper fires, and instead the American sniper gets it. Now,
both a Firestorm and a V1 coming in. You've got to think that the V1 is going to be on the howitzer position. The Firestorm is starting to tear up that triage center, and sure enough, Howie's down. Triage down. Supply yard is down. Oh my God, the double whammy from Sepha into Symbi's base. And oh man, it is lighting up on Langra.
I can't believe on Sunday Night Fights you don't get to see turnarounds like this on any other show. I swear to God, look at that. And now the Puma goes down. How much manpower and munitions was just expended in that last 30 seconds? We had sniper down,
sexy,
2 buildings down. With everything down. That's the kind of stuff you see on Sunday Night Fights.
310 for the Firestorm V1 combo. Beautiful.
Amazing. And now look at Sepha. Both men, though, still in good shape. I mean, there's still American armor on the field. There's still riflemen on the field. That is a testament to the way these guys play. They can take huge hits and give huge hits like this and still be in the game. This game does not look like it's going to be over anytime soon.
That's right. It's still way too close to call. I just wish Sepha would wipe that center VP. I mean, he's almost into double digits here now. He no longer has a sniper. Symbi has a sniper. With those Grens out on the field, that could be a big problem. These 2 Stugs are really nice, but the 2 Hellcats, it's kind of like a stalemate when tanks in the tank regards here. Symbi's really smart. Players that are new to this game, remember when you lose your supply yard, you got to rebuild it. Look, it's already upgraded, and you get those upgrades back when you do rebuild it, but you have to do that to save your manpower. I think Razor will remember a particular tournament game where he didn't build his supply yard, and that can just be deadly.
You know, it's Symbi lost a rifle squad trying to defend that southern VP that just turned red now for Sepha, so that was a big loss for them. I saw that, dude. What happened with that on-map Howie shot? It looked like it destroyed a whole bunch of, what was it, Pioneers that were repairing the Stug?
Oh my God, there's just so much going on now.
NTD
reports that a Volk squad was killed that was remanning the pack, and I'm just worried so much that Sepha is getting into real deep VP trouble. It's 472 to 78. I mean, even if he gets control and whites it now, you know, there's gonna be harassment nonstop. And here comes the M18 armor train coming in here. 4 M18s with the sniper pushing into the center of Langra. He only needs to hold that center VP for so long to close this game out. Sepha's backing up. It's gonna get hot and heavy here.
Oh my god, there's no pack 38s or anything. There's only 2 Stugs. One of them is extremely under strength. The other one now also under strength. These M8s just taking down that Stug. This other Stug is being circle strafed by the single M8, and here they come now. This entire armor column running roughshod over every piece of Axis armor.
On the top of the cake, the sniper just gets plowed by the M18 that took out the second Stug. Just ran over him with the front fender, broke his back in half, and squished him into the dirt in the treads. I'm sorry, Hans and friends, but it looks like you guys have just been blown away by 4 M18 Hellcats, all of which survived the rush. Now it's 3 VPs to 0, and I just can't see Sepha stopping this train.
Wow, that is the horror of war, my friend. Getting squished, you know, training for months and months as a sniper, a sharpshooter, controlling your breath, and being the Zen master of your sniper rifle, and then getting squished under an American tread. Oh, the horrors of war.
Man, it was horrible, too. And Seph throws in the GG! What a game it was! NTD,
wow, I am out of breath.
Show us those allies. I think the best word to describe that game, you know, it was kind of a short and sweet one. The best word, single word to describe it is frenetic.
Yeah, intense, frenetic, all of those, that is amazing.
That was half an hour of Company of Heroes gold. I hope they didn't just, you know, blow their loads all at once in game 1. I hope Sepha's got some more and that he can also show us some strong allies and take this deep into this best of 3 series. But right now, Symbi is leading, and so the monkeys, you slaughtered one, and the rest in utter fear have found a KO2 beta key name for our viewers. Is that correct?
Well, I'm actually speaking with Chief Monkey, General Hell, right now. He's telling me something about waiting 1 round. Let's see that this thing updates. Okay, so we still actually do not have answer. Oh no! Hey, we have our first name. The monkeys have chosen a name.
Better have one.
Are we ready with our drum corps?
Drum corps in the house.
All right. And our first winner of tonight's show is Cake God. That's Cake_God. Congratulations on winning our first Company of Heroes 2 beta key of this episode. Please PM General Hell to win it.
All right, can we give another one away?
Let me ask. Let me see if the monkeys have another draw. I'm telling General Hell he needs to get another one. Get another one of those monkeys out of here because we've been waiting just too long.
Congratulations, Cake God. Sounds like a Minecraft player.
All right, we have another name. Let's give us a drum roll, please.
Okay, I'm a bass player. I'm really bad at this, but I'll try to do a paradiddle really slowly, right? Because I can't do it fast. Here we go. Hit it.
And our next winner is It's Time 420. It's Time 420. It's the words It's Time and then the number 4 and then the word 20. Congratulations. It's Time 420.
Congrats.
Please PM General Hell.
Let's do one more. We got one more?
Yes, we're whipping the monkeys for a 3rd time. They're very upset. They thought they were only going to have to give 1 per match, but you know what? We've just got our final one now here for our 3rd one here. You ready? Go for it.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what I can whip out here. Let's do a classic drum beat. I just destroyed
And
my kit.
Very, very nice. Very nice. This is the sacrifices we make for Sunday Night Fights. Our third winner is Eddie Jabba. Edijaba. Eddie Jabba, congratulations. You are our third winner for this episode of Sunday Night Fights. Please PM General Hell for your key. And that's
right,
it. You want to do one more?
No, let's save the rest. If your name got called, you don't win until you send a message to General Hell on Twitch TV. So, like, up on the right-hand corner, you know, there's this little, like, send message. Type in General Hell and say, hey, I won! And he will respond immediately with your beta key. You can run over to companyofheroes.com/beta, put it in, and then wait patiently in line, like all of the rest of us, for your just most wonderful early Christmas present advent calendar email from THQ, which will be coming soon. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're coming back with Game 2 of Symbiosis and Sepha and more beta keys to give away. Stick with us here on Sunday Night Fights. Be right back.